Good morning, class. It is another fantastic day to be working on math. We are working on our last lesson for chapter 11. We're at 11.5, and it says, what two-dimensional shapes do you see on the flat surfaces of three-dimensional shapes? So we're focusing on the flat sides of the shapes. So have fun, enjoy the ride, and learn a lot of math.
Lee places a cylinder on a piece of paper and draws around one of its flat surfaces. A cylinder has two flat surfaces. What shape did Lee trace when he drew around one of the flat surfaces? A circle. What other shape could Lee use to draw a circle? A cone has a round, flat surface. He would also draw a circle if he traced around a cone. What other kind of surface does a cylinder have? A curved surface. What's the name of this three-dimensional shape? A cube. Trace around the flat surfaces of the cube to find the two-dimensional shapes. What shape did you trace on the bottom surface of the cube? A square. Click another flat surface to trace. What shape did you trace? A square. Now trace this surface of the cube. You traced another square. Trace another surface. And another. Keep going. Nearly there. One more flat surface. The flat surfaces on a cube are all the same. What shape are the flat surfaces of a cube? That's right. All of the flat surfaces are squares. How many squares did you trace?
Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good job! You traced 6 squares for a cube. There's 1 square for each surface.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Detective Joey. Well, what are you working on?
It's just Joey now. Yeah, the chief is on my case. He says I can't be a detective again until I solve this puzzle.
Well, maybe I can help you.
Really?
Yeah,
You would do that?
of course, anything for you, Joey.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah.
And maybe you can help too.
Wow, thank you.
Draw a shape you would make if you traced this object.
Oh,
Now, I have a model here so you can see it a little bit better.
okay.
You see this?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to rotate the object. Look at its surfaces. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 flat surfaces.
4 flat surfaces.
Now, if we trace one of these flat surfaces, what shape does that make?
Well, it looks like a triangle to me.
Yeah, very good, Joy. You're doing just great. This is a triangle. Now, remember we said there are 4 of these.
Yep.
So I'm going to draw 4 triangles. Here's 1.
Yep.
Here's
2.
2. And?
1 more makes 4.
Very good. So 4 triangles. Now, there's one more surface I haven't shown you.
There is where?
Right there at the bottom. You see that?
Yeah.
Do you see that? What shape is this? If I trace it, what shape do we make?
Is it a square?
It is a square. So what we're going to do now is we're going to draw
Yeah.
the last flat surface my shape has, and that's the square.
Wow. There are 4 triangles and 1 square?
And you know what, Joey?
What?
all the triangles are the same size.
And that makes that three-dimensional shape?
Yeah, Joey, you did it!
Hey, now I can be Detective Joey again. And it's all thanks to you.
All right, into our book we go. Lesson 11.5, found on 657. The essential question: what two-dimensional shapes do you see on the flat surfaces of three-dimensional shapes? This says to use a cone. Look, there is a cone. Think of having an ice cream cone and you're holding it and you tip it upside down so that you have this part down. What shape would you draw? The best you can to make your shape that you would draw right here in this empty space. Then this next area says trace around the flat surfaces of the three-dimensional shape to find the two-dimensional shapes, which we can see these four sides here, 1, 2, 3, and then on the bottom is 4, are long rectangles, and then 1 and 2 on the other side are squares. Use three-dimensional objects, three-dimensional shapes. Trace around the flat surfaces and circle the shapes you draw. So, the cube is what you're doing in number 1. If you have it on paper and you're going to trace it, what shape will come out on the bottom? Same thing with the cylinder. If you take your pencil and draw around the base of the cylinder, what shape would you come up with? Same thing with the rectangular prism. What shape will you get if you trace the outside edges of the rectangular prism? Now, we're going to make some connections. We have three-dimensional shapes everywhere around us. And each of those three-dimensional shapes have two-dimensional shapes as their flat surfaces. So, I want you to circle each, in number 4, you will circle all of the objects that you can use to draw the empty rectangle. Number 5, circle all of the ways that you can trace them to get a circle. Number 6, you're going to circle all the ways that you can find out the square. And number 7, you're going to find all the ways that you can have a rectangle. Then number 8, draw a shape you would make if you traced this object. Number 9, these are kind of fun. Circle the shape that the pattern will make if you fold it and tape it together. I want you to do only one of these. You can pick which one you want to do. Kay wants to trace a rectangle. She finds 3 objects. Which object should she use? Think of these. There's only one she should use to draw a triangle. And what would happen if Kay used the peanut butter to trace a shape? Figure that out. Okay, keep working hard. I'm very proud of you. And please let me know if you ever have any questions.